Hello, hello, hello. How is everyone? Coffee cup of the day. This one was gifted to me, I think, last year by Bridget, the baker's daughter. And it's one of my favorites. Of course, they're all my favorites. Good morning, Roxanne. Good morning, Marcy. You know what? I've only been gone a week, but it feels like forever. I'm like, I don't remember how to do this anymore. Just because I took last week off. And I know I didn't make an announcement or I just canceled. We had guys coming to clean the ductwork. Good morning, Alice. Good morning, Donna. And in order to access the furnace, they have to come through my room. And I have this little good morning, Kathy. Oh, Kathy, I need to send you an email about the rest of that amber glass. It was on my mental to-do list yesterday and I forgot. So they had to access the furnace through my room. Good morning, Carrie Ann. And like most resellers, I have a hair. Like most resellers, generally my room looks like a hoarder room. No matter how hard I try to keep everything organized. So shipping and packing materials are everywhere and inventory is everywhere. And so I had to work really, really hard last week to make this room so that people could walk through it to clean the ducts and get to the furnace. So I successfully did it, but that took all of my energy last week. And the room's pretty clean right now. But also I haven't shipped anything. So I haven't made that mess again. My daughter saved all of her bubble wrap from moving, and she brought me 2 giant trash bags stuffed full of bubble wrap. She didn't organize it. She didn't fold it. She just shoved it in there. Yeah, Roxanne took all of my energy last week, but she stuffed all of it in there. And then she brought me a bunch of boxes, some of them broken down, some not broken down. They were all stuffed in there. And then there was bubble wrap stuffed in. So I had this, she brought all of this as I'm in the middle of trying to clean everything. So then I had to deal with all of that. And I'm grateful. Like all of my family saves me packaging. I love that. But oh my goodness, it's such a mess. Such a mess. And this week, the things up for sale are things that I am continuing to clear out of my bedroom. So things that catch cat hair. So all of my doilies and dresser scarves are going to go. And then I've switched over to a lot of clear glass in there because number one, clear glass doesn't sell. And I bought when I see a piece of gorgeous glass, I just can't resist. I have to buy it, but it doesn't sell. So then I'm left with it. But also because of having ADHD, I have discovered that if I can sit it all out in clear containers, which beautiful glass and crystal just elevates it, then I see it, then I use it. Like this brooch that one of you gifted me, never wore it because it was sitting inside something and I didn't see it. Now it is sitting on a piece of glass on my dresser. But anyway, still clearing things out from my room. So everything today is coming out of my personal collection. Yeah. I have a receipt spike today. Oh, good, Roxanne. That's such a relief. Hi, Rebecca. I'm going to have a receipt spike today for sale. This one I bought, my daughter fell in love with, and she actually used it as a receipt spike at her last job. But then when she quit that job, she no longer needed it, and she returned it to me. So good morning, Kaz. I know I was only gone last week, but it feels like forever. And I was so busy trying to get all of this done. And I was deep cleaning as I was, because I'm like, I'm not the kind of person that could just like throw everything into a closet and ignore it. Like if I'm cleaning up, I have to deep clean. I'm the weirdo that's moving the couch and sweeping under it every time I clean. So that is what I did all of last week. So I wasn't even in anybody's chat, or if I did, they were playing in the background. So I didn't say hi in the chat because I didn't want to not answer people back if they were talking to me. So I did catch some people I just wasn't saying anything in the chat. Oh, and if you guys missed it, you have to go watch Crack and Christine's tiered tray for Halloween that she did. She put that video out last week. So good. Got to go see Crack and Christine's Halloween tiered tray video. Yeah, she was actually using them for receipts. They had, the register printed off receipts that had to be saved and then put into an envelope at the end of the day or week. I don't know. I did. Yesterday, I was like, if I accomplish nothing else, I'm going to get my hair cut. So I did. And that was pretty much the only thing I accomplished yesterday. And it's not, my regular girl was not working. So it's not even, but it's better than the time before that I'd gotten it cut. So it does feel better. Like as she's buzzing it off, I'm like, oh, my scalp is free. Good morning, Roxana. So you guys, we have to draw 2 this week because I didn't even get one. Usually on weeks when I'm taking a day off or I have something else going on, I will draw it and I will post it on both YouTube in my community page and on Instagram. I didn't even get to that last week. So we got to draw 2 this week. So we're going to go ahead and we are going to do that. First one's going to be orange and second one is purple. Let's see what we've got. Collage a page that is travel inspired. Travel inspired. Well, I have not, because I was so busy last week, I have not been able to hook up with Nikki. And I know Nikki has some big life changes going on right now too. So she hasn't been able to get a hold of me. So hopefully things will calm back down for both of us and settle back into a routine. And I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to give an update on my other page about my health. But let me tell you that, good morning, Sabrina. The doctor's visits and the phone calls and the medication, it's exhausting. Like when you are chronically ill, that can take up so much of your energy. Yeah. So I've been dealing with that. Ugh. I'm going to try to get up some static sales. I want to do a uranium glass static sale. I want to do just a glass one of a lot of the pretty glass that I only got into 1 or 2 sales so people haven't seen. Good morning, Yippee IOA. So I've got plans. I just haven't gotten to them. Okay, and then the next one, make a black and red page. Black and red page. So this is last week's and this week's. Collage a page that is travel inspired and make a black and red page. Yeah, so I had some ideas about glass with class and I was going to talk them over with Nikki, and we both had some big life things going. I mean, it's not a big life thing, it's like sucking up all my energy. So hopefully we'll have some news soon. So that's what's going on with that. Good morning, Monica. So thank you, everyone, for coming in and hanging out with us this morning. If you missed it, here is my coffee cup of the day. This one was gifted to me by Bridget of the Baker's Daughters, LLC, last year, I think, and it's one of my favorites. And yes, I got my hair cut. Unhappy with the unevenness that she did, but happy that most of it is off. And if I looked okay with like my head completely buzzed, I would just do it at home. But I don't. I don't look good with my head just buzzed. So. And if you came in and I missed you coming in, hello, welcome. Thanks for being here. Trying to catch up on the chat and make sure. Okay, I think I've caught up on the chat. And I think the only person that I need to get a hold of is Kathy about items, because it's still not quite cool enough to ship the candles. So I'm going to wait on those for a little bit longer, although this week was nice and cool. Good morning, Kraken. I was just saying, everybody needs to go watch your tiered tray Halloween video. Everyone needs to go watch that. All right, we're going to get started. I've got just 14 items, and all but 2 came directly out of my bedroom. I did clean all of the doilies and the dresser scarves. Cleaned those. So let me show you what I've got. First up are the round doilies. I'm going to show you from smallest to largest, and one price for all 4 of these. So this is the littlest one, and this is actually made with rickrack. Look at that. Isn't that adorable? And honestly, it was probably a coaster, because that's the size it is. It's 4 inches. So it's probably a coaster, but I had it sitting under one of my spooners that holds my makeup brushes. So this one doesn't appear to have any damage or stains. That's the smallest one. This next one, like 7 1/4 inches, is this gorgeous pink. And I don't see any damage or stains on this one either. And then a lighter pink, but they look to have been made by the same person. So 7 1/2 inches on this one. It's just a touch bigger. So here's the colors together. So stinking pretty. And then here's the little one. And then the last one is a lighter pink with this mint green. And actually the ring light's blowing it out. So let me turn that off. See if you can see the mint green better. Yeah. And this one, much bigger, but it does have this spot right here that's come apart. And then got some strings. I don't mess with these because I don't. Oh, and there's a hole here. So this one, not in the best of shape, but the colors are gorgeous. It's much bigger. I think this one was sitting under my lamp. It's 12 inches. So nice and big. You're going to get all 4 for $10. $10, number 9 on the round doilies. Oh, really, Cass? I love that. You guys, even though the weather is so much cooler here, still with the hot flashes. And I moved my fan, so my fan's not over here because I'm cleaning. Okay, next set are matching. And they are little rectangles. And there are 4. There's 4, but this one is made out of a thicker thread than these. So I'll show you. Oh, I love that. I haven't gotten to see the Barbie movie, obviously, but I love that Barbie and pink. And man, I had a huge collection of Barbies until I decided I was too old for them. And then I passed them on to my youngest sister, who cut their hair and destroyed them. I was one of those weirdos that kept them all in their original outfits. And I didn't keep them in the boxes. I did play with them, but she destroyed them. So smallest one is this one. And each of these sat underneath the glass trays that hold my makeup. And that worked really well. Okay, 8 1/2 inches on the first one. And I think this one's in pretty good shape. Now I washed them and let them air dry, but I did not iron them or anything. And I believe this second one is the same size, 8 1/2 inches. So there's two that are the same size. And I don't see any damage to this one either. This next one is a long one. It does have a string right there that like I said, I don't mess with them. And this one is 16 inches. And it's a little bit thinner than the other two. I think there's maybe a rust stain right there. So there's that one. And then the biggest one is 15 1/4, but it's wider, 8 inches wide. Now this one does have obviously a hole right here. But that is all 4 of those. Ooh, I just love the scallop edge on these. So pretty. And these are $10, number one. $10, number one for those. And if you missed 2 weeks ago, it turns out after my dad had allergy testing done that he is allergic to the cats. We are trying to remove anything that would collect and hold cat hair. And like I took all the covers off of all of the chairs. I washed all of the bedding. I washed any blankets they lay on. And then I've got the stuff to put on them to negate the dander. But that's why these have to go, because they're just cat hair collectors. Okay, next up, dresser scarves. And this is a whole set. This is the one that goes on your nightstand. Now, these do have some staining. It was on them before I bought them. And it's so funny because I found these at 2 separate times. They're very much a set. They just hadn't gotten put out together. So this is the smallest one, and it fits a bedside table perfectly. It's so cute. This one went on my, I know they have different names. The tall, because I have a vintage set. So I have the tall dresser, and then I have the long dresser. So this one fit on the tall dresser. And again, some slight staining on these. And this is like a linen material. And then this one went on the short long dresser. Ooh, it's this size. So the details are really pretty in these. And they fit perfectly with my very 1950s themed bedroom, and fit perfectly with my vintage dresser set. So 3 pieces on that, 3 different sizes. The dresser scarf set, $12, number 8. $12, number 8 on that one. And I still very much have the pink theme going on in there, because like almost everything that's on the wall in my whole art wall is pink. So what are the names, Kathy? Do you just say the dresser with 4 drawers? Okay, next up is this green velvet jewelry travel case. I do not know who made it, but the velvet, I adore this. I adore the jewel tone colors. So even though I don't have these colors in my bedroom right now, I kept it because I adored it, but it catches the cat hair. Now it does, if you see right here, the clasp, this should have the little gold metal piece right there. thing's cracking. And it's not lost. It's actually inside here. So it could be repaired. But these are plastic. And then they open and your jewelry goes in. Ooh. Goes in. And I always meant to repair it. I just never got around to it. So absolutely love this case. This is how big it is with this green velvet. Ah, love that. Love, love. I love velvet. If velvet wasn't so hot, like I would just wear velvet dresses and swan around the house. $10. $10. Number 2. Next up, a little piece of Fenton. This is a dresser bottle, and I do not have the original stopper. I will include the stopper I was using, but it doesn't fit tight in there. This is not the original stopper. The original stopper was round. It was a little bit bigger and would have fit tight in here and would not have been clear. It would have been this color. But I will include this one. What about my birthday crown, Alice? Oh, swanning around in my velvet dresses with my birthday. Oh, absolutely. And I took one of those. I don't even know if I ever put it up for sale, but one of the EAPG clear glass things that originally would have had a lid, it didn't have the lid anymore. So all of my tiaras are now displayed on my dresser inside a piece of antique glass. So, little Fenton dresser bottle. They're only this big. The hobnails. No damage to it, just doesn't have its original lid. $10, number 13. $10, number 13. Next up, now I picked this up at an antique store years ago. And I used this to inspire my whole bedroom. Now there are a couple of places where the rhinestone is missing. So right here, missing a rhinestone. Missing a rhinestone here. Missing a rhinestone here. Okay, so it looks like 3 rhinestones are missing. But come on. Quintessential mid-century. The pink is epic. This originally would have had a lid and would have been just a bathroom jar, maybe for cotton balls. It stands 6.5 inches high. I did pay up for this because I had fallen in love with it. It's pink and black and gold. I can turn off the ring light if the ring light's blowing it out. The overhead light's still. So there's one currently listed on eBay with the lid for $149. The bottom is clear glass. So it is $30, number 12. $30, number 12. Set that down carefully. Next up, I have a piece of Fenton, but his little flower broke off. So this green bit is a little bit of the leaf left, but he would have had a full leaf and a flower right here. He still has original pink ribbon, still has partial label there on the bottom, and he is carnival glass. 4 inches by 3 3/4 inches tall. He's got his little Fenton tramp stamp. And I'm pretty sure it says 9 under there, so he was from the 90s. But he's going to be not too much since he has his broken flower. He's just $12, number 3. $12, number 3 on the Fenton deer. And I don't know if you could, because you can see glue residue. So I don't know if you could carefully like remove the rest of that. Oh, people liked that. I see Carrie Ann first. Thank you, Carrie Ann. So Fenton deer going to Carrie Ann. Next up, it is a lidded candy dish with this like flower bud handle and then flowers on top. And the bottom is marked France. You're not going to be able to see it, but up here it's marked France. It's just a little one. It's not a big one. With the lid on, it stands 5 inches high, but without the lid, it's like 2 1/4. So the lid makes up more than the bottom of it does. I don't believe it has any chips or cracks. Nope, no chips or cracks. So just a little lidded candy dish with the flowers. Super pretty. And it is $12, number 14. $12, number 14. Next up, vintage tin from West Germany. I bought this from another reseller. I loved the colors, but since I'm switching everything to clear so that I don't forget what I own, it's not working anymore. So it just says container made in West Germany. It still has sticker residue on it, but no rusting. And then I'll show you the inside. That rusting, oh, it looks like dirt. So there's the inside. There's the lid. I don't know if it held candy or cookies, but it's so stinking pretty. You can see the lid has a nice tight fit, but not too tight that you can't get it off. And this one is $8, number 20. $8, number 20 on the tin. Yeah, cracking. It's in good condition. And I think I bought it from Wendy's Wacky Warehouse, but I could be wrong. I don't have a good memory. You got to remember, I was a buyer before I was a seller. Okay, receipt spike. And this one is a shorter one. So it's only 5 inches. So here is, and it's a bit rusty. But the spike on top, still spiky. And I just don't know enough about these pieces. I think it's a very cool thing, but I don't know. $12, number 5. $12, number 5. Hey, Delbert. And you guys, everyone that messaged me or emailed me, checking on me last week, thank you. I appreciate it. And if you're just coming in, we were having the ductwork cleaned, and in order to access the furnace, they had to come through my room. My room used to be the garage. And before my parents bought it, they had turned it into a very large family room. So that's why in order to access the furnace several times a year, they have to get through my room. So I appreciate that I have this very large room that is kind of an apartment that is sectioned up into my little kitchenette, my bedroom, and then this area, the living room office area. But they had to get in here and I had to clean. All right, receipt spike. That was $12, number 5. And as always, if you guys think that I'm off on my prices, sometimes it's purely a guess. Sometimes it's based on what I've had to pay for it. If I paid up for it, you know, I'm trying to get my money back. Sometimes I go based on what the selling price on the average selling price on eBay is. So you can always email me later and go, hey, I would take that if you'd come down $2, and I can say yes or no. Probably going to say yes because I have stuff sitting everywhere. Okay, next up. This is so cool, you guys, but all I've done is trip over these 2 items since I bought them. So first one is this one. Bought this off of a neighbor, and it is a Dominion hair and nail dryer. I never plugged it in, so I could not tell you if it still works, but look. Mirror, hair dryer tube. This is the cap. Ooh. This is so cool, you guys. And then this little section right here, trying to balance this, opens, and there's your cord. I love this. I love it so much, but I just trip over it. I just trip over it. There's just, and the cap has the gold. And this is probably from the 60s. See right there. Custom Beauty Salon Dominion. Look at the scroll work on that. Oh my goodness, I love it so much. But I've done nothing but trip over it since I got it. It is $15, number 7. Yeah, Donna. Mom and Dad had to go through every room in the house, and because this is a 5-bedroom house, this is a very large house, and they had to move like bookcases away from cold air returns, and it was a whole thing. And then because we had 3 dogs and 2 cats here, the dogs had to be locked into kennels because last week we were dog sitting my sister's dog, who's the best behaved dog in the world, except, you know, dogs are going to bark when strangers are in the house making noise. The cats had to go into their carriers, but they couldn't be in here. So I had to carry them upstairs, where then they were upset because they could hear the dogs, and it was a whole thing. But it's done. It's done. All right. And then the next one, I got this one from Kitschy Cat. I bought this from her, and it is the Dormeyer hair setter. And the color's a bit different on this one. And I'm thinking this was probably late 60s on this one because of the color difference. Oh, come on. I just had it open yesterday. There we go. Okay. So and it's got all of the things. Oh, I can't hold it up like that. But Dormeyer hair setter, and does it have a date on it? No, just made in Japan. It's in really, really good condition. So fun. I paid $12 for it. I'm just charging $12 for it. $12, number 11. $12, number 11. Okay, next up, I had picked this up at the same antique store that I had purchased this from. And I just had some of these little things in a display. So it's a rain coat with hood, and then this is a rain bonnet somebody has slipped in here. And originally it was sold at Now's Enfield Drug for $1. So ladies full length raincoat with hood. And then there's a rain bonnet. And it is $6, number 19. $6, number 19. And then last one, I think I may have bought these from Skunky Junk. I can't remember. But it still has the hairpins in here. And look at the graphics on that. Isn't that fantastic? And the box opens like this. And there's your bobby pins, hairpins. And this says 1950 on the back of it. Oh, now I can't get it back on there. Come on. Oh, now I have a pin sticking out of it. Get back in there. Okay. So here's where it says 1950. Right there. It had 3 different sizes. Gala hairpins. And these are also $6, number 6. $6, number 6. And that was all my items today. So we pulled 2. If you just come in, we pulled 2 prompts because last week I wasn't on. So collage a page that is travel inspired and make a black and red page. Black and red. And hopefully now that I've got things clean and in order again, I can get back to my junk journaling because I have not done that. I've just not in any of my junk journals. Ever since I started this whole medical journey with the new doctor, it just seems like that absorbs all my energy. Oh, yes. Obviously, I cannot stand things stuck into my hair. I would just rather do without hair. My daughter, when she was little, I used to do her hair up so pretty before school, and I'd put little cute barrettes in it. And as we're walking out the door on our way to school, she'd be yanking those barrettes right back out of her hair. And now she has like hair almost down to her butt. She was the little girl that couldn't stand anything in her hair. She ripped it right out. If you're watching on the replay and you want to know if something is still available, you can always comment below or you can send me an email. My email's right there. And hopefully I will get a health update up on my other channel later today. That's my plan. Altered book prompts, Kraken. Last week's and this week's. Collage a page that is travel inspired. And, oops, drop that. And make a black and red page. And I am sorry, you guys, that I have been absent. But like I said, the medical journey is just sucking up so much energy. Just so much energy. Sometimes I wonder if it's worth it. And then I have a rough day with my health and I'm like, there's got to be an answer or a better way. So I'm plugging away at it. Okay, so that is all for today. I know I keep promising that I will get some static sales out, but I'm going to really try to, now that I'm more in order in here, get some static sales out. It's my plan. I need to go through my, because I have 5 shelves of uranium glass that's just kind of jammed in there, and it's not like pleasing to look at because there's too much on there. So, oh, thanks, Kathy. So, I really want to get a uranium glass static sale up, but that involves reorganizing that whole thing. So we'll see if that happens. The stocks in your hair thing has made a resurgence because young women on TikTok are doing it. All right, you guys, you have a great rest of your week, and I will see you all in the chats. Bye, everyone.